There are lots of different ways to process your autumn shots, and in this video we are going to take a look at how to enhance existing mist in a scene, how to add a degree of blur that's kind of reminiscent of the autumn effect but slightly different, and then we're going to use the individual color channels to target the saturation of just the foliage. So this is our after shot here, and you'll see that it is really nice and natural looking, and if we just go back to the before, we've just taken what's already there and just really emphasized it. So if we just go back to the start image, and I'm just going to zoom in. So the first thing we're going to do is add some dehaze. So we're going to take it over to the left, and you'll see there that adds a lot of haze and kind of softness. Over to the right, it sharpens things up and adds much more contrast. So we're just going to take that down to -25 because I don't want to go too far. And there you'll see we're already enhancing that mist, but we can go further. So we're just going to go down to the tone curve and then click on the parametric curve option there. And then we're just going to move the dark slider over to the right. So if we go to the left, we're boosting those darks. And then if we go over to the right to about +50, there you'll see we immediately get a really nice misty effect. So again, we're just emphasizing what is already in the scene. We're not really adding anything new. So we're knocking out the contrast, lifting the blacks, and we're just increasing that haze. So now let's just move down to the HSL area. So we're going to work with the saturation. So first up, we are going to work with the reds. We're only going to work with 3 channels here, the red, orange, and yellow, because they are the most prominent colors in the scene. So if I just actually quickly go back, the reason we're working on the individual color channels is because if we increase the saturation of the whole image, we're going to be picking up other colors that we don't actually want. And the result is really quite rough and unrefined. So we're going to start off with the reds, which is going to work on some of the bracken on the ground here. So if I just take that over to the right, you'll see it has a very subtle effect, but I'm only going to go for something really, really subtle. So we're going to go for +10 there. Then we're going to work with the oranges, which again will have an effect on that bracken, but also the foliage in the trees. So this time we're going to take that up to +30. And then finally, with the yellow, we're going to take that all the way up to +50. So what we're actually getting here is the same level of saturation in those colors that we had originally. But by lifting the darks, we've knocked a lot of that color out. So yes, we've increased the saturation, but we've also maintained the natural saturation so that we get a really nice punchy color behind that mist.